Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope everyone's doing great. Yeah, I'm glass ke kya rahe ho? Those people who know me and those people who've been listening to me for a while, they know okay, shopping is my least favorite thing. Eid is around the corner, and I remember when we were kids, my parents used to buy a nice dress for me on Eid. And that was a kind of dress जो कि मैंने बाद में हर जगह पे पहनना होता था. Like it was one pretty dress and everybody used to be very excited about that dress. And that was it. I remember I used to get only one, like for the first day of the Eid, or sometimes two. That's it. Or sometimes ऐसे होता था कि if summers पे अगर आपको दो जोड़े बनते हैं आपके, तो winters में दो जोड़े बनते हैं, 3 बनते हैं, तो ईद के भी उसी में include हो जाते थे. And yeah, just the other day I was asking my husband कि was it that हम जब छोटे थे तो ईद पे लोग बस लिफाफे भर के शॉपिंग करी जाते थे. Was it that? And he was like नहीं, when we I've never seen that. रश होता था लेकिन सिर्फ चांद रात पे होता था. और yeah, that's it. और लोग ईद वगैरह मिलने जाते थे. I remember we were like crazy excited कि यार ईद है. When I was a kid, मुझे कोई मसला था in my hands. I couldn't put on mehndi, so that was the thing that I couldn't get. But I wasn't really happy. मुझे नहीं अच्छा लगता था मेहंदी लगाना. I was not even like मुझे वो भी पहनने नहीं, bangles भी पहनने नहीं अच्छा लगता था. That was irritating होता था, like chan and things like that. So that was our Eid. I remember. What it is, I just can hardly understand. I live in Lahore, and this Ramzan, my father had COVID, or it became very critical. We had to admit him in the hospital. So I'm a person who doesn't like to go like on the roads for no reason, go out. It's because rush hota hai, traffic hoti hai, aam dinnon mein bhi, and so like this is not my kind of thing. So I had to go to the hospital like 2-3 times, going and then coming back and then going, because I also work, and the wife was his ward was in the basement, so we were I was not getting any signal, so I couldn't work. When Arshad had an accident, so I used to work in at the hospital, but here I couldn't work, so I had to come back in the evening. So, but like, because evening hoti thi, but from even at 4 o'clock, and we had to pass a very the main road, which is like maybe मेरा makeshift tripod गिर जाएगा. Then एक सड़क से गुजरना पड़ता है हमें, जिसको जो कि is like a very this is the shopping hub sort of a thing. Oh my god, we couldn't really pass that road. बीबी बेटे कोई कहना भी मानते होते हैं. So yeah, so we had to pass that place, or it was jam packed. People were, yeah, कुछ बच्चे बहुत ढीठ होते हैं. Yeah, so my question is like, is it really necessary? Can we wear something new on Eid? Is it really necessary that our kids would wear something new on Eid? Okay, if they do, is it really necessary that we shop like during rush hours? Like in Ramadan, we can plan for Eid clothes a month or 2 months prior to Eid. Is it really that necessary? That because the kind of people and the kind of rush and the traffic and frenzy I saw on the roads really broke my heart. And the women I saw lined up in front of Khadi, Sana Safina's, Keseria, all the brands, you name them, and they are always, many times I've seen these women, they're clad in so beautiful clothes already, nice, brand new, chappal or whatever you call it, sandals or juta, and very crisp and nice clothes already, and then still they're holding on to excuse me, they're holding on to so many different packs of new clothes. Have you ever thought, my question is, have you ever thought how these clothes are being made? How? They are not made from cotton anymore. Our clothes are not made up of cotton, the organic material that could decompose. Any organic material can decompose in the soil. But the kind of clothes that we're making right now is plastic. We're not able to breathe. I was, like many people, I was not taking, I used to wear a mask whenever going outside and things like that. But I never took COVID like a serious thing. I was just like, a TKR, it's there, like people are, I got so much worried when I saw what was happening in India. But I was not terrified. I was worried, I was aware, but I was not terrified. But trust me, when I saw my father, I just cannot describe it in words. His lungs were struggling for breath, and I could feel, like I could see his lungs by looking at him, that how they are, what's the condition, how they are just like, how For us, like when I was seeing him breathing like that, I could feel my own breath being, trapped and I was feeling suffocated. I couldn't breathe myself. I kept on staring at the oximeter for hours just to see that he's breathing okay. I was on my toes that anything, like looking at him, looking at the oximeter, that anything goes wrong, I'm alert, because over there in the hospital, every second counts. Every second. And जो रश आपने पहला किया होता है, उसमें एम्बुलेंसेस को फंसे हुए देखा है मैंने. उसमें एम्बुलेंसेस फंस जाती हैं and they cannot pass through. And I told you, जब ज़िंदगी ऐसे क्रिटिकल मौके पे होती है, तब एक एक सेकंड बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. Where is our civic responsibility? Where is it? It was not just my father. In the emergency, my father was like, he recovered from COVID. COVID came not detected, like negative in his reports, but he was having complications even after COVID. So we had to take him to the hospital in critical condition, and thankfully, he survived. He's better. But COVID is lethal, and it did do a damage. There were many people that I've seen who had COVID in the emergency, and they were like, it's not really necessary to give, they were old people. I saw young people also struggling to breathe. And at that time, I actually got terrified. At that time, I got face to face with, what is it? हम कट ऑफ होते हैं, हम बड़े कट ऑफ होते हैं, अपने बबल में होते हैं, अपनी ज़िंदगी में. हमारी ज़िंदगी बस घर से सब्ज़ी वाले तक, शॉपिंग तक में दूध होती है. उसके बाद में नहीं पता होता क्या हो रहा है. हम we close our eyes at many realities of life which are going around us. एक ईद अगर हम ना पहने कपड़े नए वाले, you have like drawers and cupboards full of clothes. अगर हम ना पहने, I don't think something's gonna happen. नंगे तो नहीं फिर रहे हम. They're really, I'm afraid. I look at the people, the way they are just cramped up, shopping. Anything can happen. Trust me, anything can happen. India is our neighbor. I know. Before my father got sick, I was watching like what's happening in India and looking at them. I could not, like, trust me. I was thinking that for me, celebrating Eid while our neighbors are in this condition is not right. I remember when we were kids ना, तो घर में हमारे मोहल्ले में एक दफ़ा, very vividly I remember, एक death हो गई. And I'm sorry guys, I've been sneezing. So हुआ है कि there was a death in our neighborhood, and my father, he did not allow us to watch TV for a week And he was like, hey, it just does not look nice. There is a death in नेबर्स में हमारी डेथ हुई है, तो इट्स नॉट नाइस कि हम कोई शोर मचाएं, टीवी लगा के देखें, थिंग्स लाइक दैट। तो इस वक्त तो हमारे नेबर में लाशों के ढेर लग रहे हैं। I just look at them and I feel so helpless. They are just like a family to us. और neighbors हैं, they're pretty close. What's happening in India is terrifying, and we got to be terrified because we're so close to India. We can get this virus, the mutant which is happening in India. We got to be like 100 times more cautious than the rest of the world. What we're doing is it's not, again वही बात आती है, it's a very घिसा-पिटा word कि it's not rocket science कि we have to stay at home. कहाँ जाएंगे हम ईद पर नए कपड़े पहन के? When there is gloom in the air. I don't know what kind of happiness people are gonna get out of those clothes. What kind of charm? देखो, अगर आप हर रोज़ हफ्ते में महीने में कपड़े बना रहे हो तो ईद के कपड़ों का वो चार्म नहीं रहता। I know that, क्योंकि जब साल में एक दफ़ा अच्छे कपड़े मिलते हैं और वो पेरेंट्स लेके देते हैं, और yeah, that is way beyond. और कुछ दफ़ा जब मुसीबत आई हो किसी पे, किसी को कोई दुख से गुजर रहा हो, हमें भी थोड़ा बहुत उसके दुख को महसूस करना चाहिए। I don't know. My friend says people have become senseless. Not everybody, no. But when you go out on the streets, on the roads, you look at the shops, you feel that people are like zombies. Gosh, it's pathetic. The kind of world we're living in, it's beyond my understanding. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me. I hope everyone had a wonderful Ramadan, and please pray for all the families who are going through pain, who are mourning the deaths of their loved ones. Please pray for everybody, and please make sure that we know what our civic responsibilities are, what we need to do, what's going on. We have to be aware of what's going on. Like, I'm not just exaggerating, or I'm not just lying. I've seen many ambulances stuck in the traffic. I saw a patient yesterday who had cancer, and he had been to different hospitals, been everywhere for 3 months. He was not diagnosed. Yesterday when he came in emergency, he had the doctors and nurses were saying he had only 5 minutes, like even less than 5 minutes to survive, because when he came he had no BP, he had no heartbeat. Yeah, I think life has become so private. Can't get that. Life, what? Priceless is a word which means precious. I think life has become so worthless. Oh, thank you guys for listening to my rant. Take care. Bye.